I just wanted to put a warning out to those of you who are in Moscow. Over the past, I guess, year, you guys have been getting hit with chemtrailing, and they were saying it was good for you because it was going to keep you from having heavy snows, and they were going to be geoengineering and give you all that garbage. And they were readily chemtrailing all over. Well, what you don't realize right now is that any chemtrailing that took place was probably using, more than likely, barium salts. And as you can see by this warning label, this is the label that would be used on barium nitrate, assuming this is what they used. And pretty much any barium salt will have this kind of warning label. Anytime a barium plant if it were to ignite, if there were to be a fire, they would evacuate the immediate area because you do not want to be in line for that smoke. That smoke is extremely harmful. Now, am I saying that the smoke you guys are having over there is lined with barium? You know, it could be that they were chemtrailing in your area and it rained or snowed or whatever. All that got onto your plants, the ground, and everything else. And when they burn that in a supposed accident fire, accidental fire, what have you, then that will basically make you feel like you have the flu. And I've been hearing about people in in Ukraine having the flu. I don't know. I doubt that would affect people in Ukraine from the Moscow fire, but who knows? And these barium contamination, being exposed to barium, is actually a gives you flu-like symptoms. So if you start seeing a prevalence of people coming down with the so-called flu in Moscow, chances are they have barium contamination. You need to have a test. Take a hair sample test. That's the best kind of test to see if you've had any kind of barium contamination. Whether or not you could trust the labs over there to tell you or not, I don't know. But that's what you need to be tested for, and or you need to be treated for that. There's natural supplements and things, I guess, that you guys have. We have them here in the U.S. that you could take to just cleanse your system of metals and things like that. And that's what's best because your body has that reaction to metals, and barium is a metal. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not an expert in chemistry, just calling out what I remember reading from, I think it was last year. I did quite a bit on this. So anyway, those people in Moscow just need to be aware that smoke is probably not just smoke. It's probably extremely harmful. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, it's no different than us here in the United States being exposed to the Gulf and the toxicity. You know, the fact of the matter is we're still having to walk outside and breathe the air, and not much we could do short of leaving here. And these criminals are pretty much doing the same thing everywhere in the world with just different flavors of their genocide, if you will. So anyway, I did want to let everyone know in Moscow what they should be prepared for. Look for flu-like symptoms everywhere.